You know, I love tomatoes so much that barely a day goes by without me having at least one. Now this crop here, as you can see, are a few weeks away from harvesting, but the thing about it is we're going to have so much fruit at one time ready to go that even I couldn't get through it. So as a result, we're going to turn these into Italian passata, or in other words, pasta sauce. Before I get too far ahead of myself, let's look at how we get started. First up, germinating the seeds is pretty easy. I'm using rockwool cubes, and you simply drop the individual seed into the hole in the middle and then give these a drink from the bottom up. Once germinated and at the second leaf stage, we place these into expanded clay beds or Barto pots. Now, if you buy these plants from the garden centre, it's important to wash the soil off them very thoroughly before you place them into the media. Now this seedling's a bit overgrown, but with tomatoes it's actually an advantage to have a long stem. I'm just taking the lower leaves off, and basically I'm going to bury this deep, and it'll produce roots all along the stem and get this plant off to a great start. Now I'm plunging this into expanded clay. I call this terracotta rice bubbles. It's in a Barto pot or a Dutch bucket. So I'm going to bury this as deep as I can. And there you go, a bit of a drink and it's ready to grow. Bobbins suspended from an overhead wire allow me to train the plants to grow up using these clips that bite onto the string. Every few days we remove side shoots or laterals so the growth is directed into one vertical stem. In this system, nutrients are supplied in a liquid form. The liquid is checked every morning and then topped up with nutrients as required. Now, being a recirculating system, it's highly efficient. So in terms of nutrient as well as water, there's at least a 90% saving compared to growing the same plant in soil. Harvesting these massive Maria tomato fruits, some up to 1.3 kilograms each, means we've got a lot of sauce to make. In the kitchen, we cut, squeeze and then boil the fruit until they're soft. Next, these go onto a sieve to drain the excess moisture before blitzing in the Thermomix. Then into containers and off to the freezer. This is what 3 months worth of tomato sugo looks like. I tell you what, I'm ready for that bowl of pasta.